This will be like the third or fourth time that I've tried to do this video, so bear with me, okay? I don't know how to start this video. I don't really know what to say or where to begin. I guess I'll begin by saying, hi, my name's John, and I've been dealing with the whole IVF process. My wife and we have been married for a little over 7 years, and we have a happy marriage. It's been an amazing adventure so far, and it continues to be a great adventure, experience, journey, all of the above. So I'm very happy about that. Our whole relationship, our whole marriage, we've been trying to have kids. It's something we have both wanted. I've wanted it for longer than we've been married. I've wanted kids for so long, and it's just been an experience that I have wanted personally, and she has voiced that she has wanted for years. So that's been really cool. We really shared that that want, that desire, and unfortunately, it hasn't been the easiest thing to do. You have so many people around you that say, oh, my wife's pregnant. Oh, this person's pregnant. Oh, that person's pregnant. It can be a little frustrating. You can feel a little bitter at times. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not bitter when it comes to that most of the time. It's just people that act like pregnancy is a burden, and they really didn't want their spouse to end up pregnant, or they didn't want to end up pregnant. Whichever way, it was unwanted, and to put it short, it sickens me. So, what is this channel? Why did you click here? Well, maybe I named the video something interesting for you to click on enough that you're still here. So thank you for sticking around, and thank you for clicking on this video. I'm hoping to enlighten somebody. I'm hoping to give comfort where comfort is needed in this. I have been going through this for a while now with my wife. We have shared this, I guess, grief, and it just started out, we were like, okay, let's get pregnant. Let's make this happen. That should be the easy part. It should be very easy to do what you do, and there's the baby. It's not always as easy as that, unfortunately. We found out that she was having some problems. I'm trying to remember, and I know she's going to watch this and probably say, you missed this detail, you missed that detail, but it's been such a long process that the details get a little blurred. She had been diagnosed with PCOS, dealing with a bit of diabetes, and that's kind of hindered things. So we ended up going to a couple different doctors. One was really like, I've never wanted to strangle a doctor more in my life. It was just to the point where there was even one time whenever she had gone to him, and he was just like, have I treated you before? Have I seen you before? It was just irritating. The fact that I couldn't go back with her at times whenever there was a couple of procedures to be done, that was frustrating. So we took, I guess, the business elsewhere. So we went to a kind of a specialist. I'm pretty sure it was a specialist. And he started giving her medications and different hormones to try to make things happen for us. The hormones, all they ended up doing was really mess with her system. She was not herself. It was good, it was bad, and then it was like a mixture of both. Needless to say, she shouldn't have gone through that at all. And I felt bad for her as she was doing it, because as a husband, I love my wife dearly. I don't ever want to see her go through anything like that, and watching her go through the whole spectrum of emotions and hormones and all of that. Like I wanted to share in that. I wish I could have taken some of that from her and just put it in myself and dealt with it personally, because being on the outside looking in, it sucks. It really sucks. We did that for a while and nothing was happening. We were getting frustrated. Finally, after, God, I don't even know how long, we get referred to a fertility clinic. And so finally, it's about time we get some answers. We do the fertility clinic. The doctor, he's very friendly. He seems like he knows what he's doing. He's a little arrogant, but that's not always a bad thing. That usually means he does know what he's talking about. At least we hope. He tells her she needs to be on a diet, bring her A1C down because it was high. That brings the possibility of a very high risk pregnancy. We didn't want that. We worked on that. She took up the keto diet, and it was keto, low carb, and she brought her A1C down to really great levels. So finally, we got the go ahead. This was last year. It was late last year. I believe, what was it, around September? I believe we got the go ahead. She's gonna hate me for getting the details wrong. She's going to strangle me. All I know is October rolled around and we finally did the transfer. We did an egg retrieval. We got 11 eggs. Was it 11 eggs? Retrieved. It was either 11 or 5. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 11 and 5 were viable. That's what it was. So 5 eggs. Not bad. We had heard stories where people had like 30 eggs. The number started to dwindle down a little bit. That 11 went from 5, and they showed us the grades of the eggs and the health, the condition they were in. So we were a little worried because they weren't like the tippy top. They weren't the best of the best, but they were still viable and usable. So October rolls around, we do the transfer, and it was an amazing feeling to know we got 2 eggs used. They thawed them. They were both still viable. We were able to use them. That was awesome. From that point on, at that point, we knew right now, at that very moment, there were 2. There was twins in there. So exciting. Changed my whole life. We ran with that for a couple of weeks. We went back in for an ultrasound just to see how it was going. The sac was growing. We were super stoked. There was still no heartbeat or anything like that, which that was to be expected. That was fine. So a couple more weeks go by and we go in. It was another week. We go in. There's a heartbeat. Oh, man. There was just that little faint flicker. So my world changed even more. There was my baby, growing in her. We had worked so hard for this. We spent so much money doing this. Even that alone, that's like a whole different story. It was a struggle. So we pressed on, and it was during that visit, the doctor had said that it hadn't grown as much as he would have liked, and he had said that it was about 5 days behind, which he then explained that was no problem. It happens. So moving on to, I think it was a week and a half later, we go back up there, and I don't know what it was, but the doctor seemed like he was in a bad mood or something like that. He comes walking into the room, just like looks at me, gives me this weird look, and then just proceeds to not really say anything and just grabs the probe and, So during that, he starts looking around. And he starts looking around. and I'm watching the screen the whole time. I could have sworn I saw a flicker, but he was having a hard time looking. And as he was looking, my heart stopped. My heart came up to about here, because you could tell he was struggling to find anything. He was trying to listen for a heartbeat. There was nothing. So that he then told us that he couldn't see a heartbeat. He couldn't hear the heartbeat. The only heartbeat he could hear was hers. So we had to deal with that. He left the room. We broke down. It was a very long trip home. And we have to drive, I think it was like 70, it's like 90 miles. That was the longest 90 miles I've ever driven in my life. So we stayed hopeful. That night we got home. We cried. We talked. We knew we had to save more money. Like we knew instantly we were going to have to go for round 2. We didn't want to just give up. And to lighten the mood, this is the pay-per-view fight. Anyway, we stayed hopeful. That had a little bit of hope, because we had heard about tilted uteruses and the fact that sometimes doctors can't see a heartbeat if you have a tilted uterus. There are times that doctors have missed the heartbeat, and next thing you know, people posting they have a 4-month-old baby, after given that news. Well, a week later, she miscarries. We're crushed. We expected it. We didn't stay too hopeful on couldn't find the heartbeat bit, but maybe there's still a baby there. We had to go and start round 2. That was late November that we found out about that. Here it is now, the middle of February. And we have officially ordered the medication. My wife yesterday ordered the medication, so it'll be here tomorrow. Order the medication. We talk to the doctor tomorrow. We go in tomorrow on Valentine's Day and talk to him and talk to the financial department and see how much we owe them to transfer 2 more eggs. We still have 3. We've had to make sacrifices. That is the biggest thing, is like, if you look behind us, the living conditions aren't the grandest. We've had to endure, but we are here again finally. We are looking to get in a new place, someplace that we can call our own again. So we're hoping through this channel, and I was the one that told her, look, I want to create this channel. I want to try to inspire people, even when things are down, when something bad happens and you think you can't handle it. There's still light at the end of that tunnel. It has been very difficult. I can honestly say that. I don't know if my wife has dealt harder with it than I have. I'm a very emotional person. I take everything hard. So we had a cat of ours, an 8-year-old cat of ours, pass away back in August of 2017, and to this day it still hits me. I still get emotional about it, because he was my cat. He was always my buddy. So a lot of people move on from stuff like that pretty quickly. Me, not so much. I still do get a little choked up thinking about the loss of our baby. Honestly, I can tell you that my phone, I still haven't been able to take the ultrasound off of my phone. So it's not an easy thing to do. There's been a few days that I've been tempted to do that, but I don't want to forget that baby. Its heart was beating. It was there. It was very real. And that's the closest we've ever been to having a baby. A lot of people take it for granted. It's something we want more than anything else in the world. As I said, the goal of this channel, I'm hoping she will be more apt to get in front of the camera. Time will tell. She does not like being in front of the camera, but I'm hoping she'll help me share the story and what we're going through, and maybe vlog about it one day. And just, we're going to do different little, little home videos, I guess, and share with you guys. And I hope I inspire you a little bit to, keep pressing on and just don't quit. Just don't quit. There's always the light there somewhere. You just got to look for it. I'm going to leave it there for now. Thank you very much for sitting with me for 17 minutes and listening to me ramble on. And I hope you come back, and I hope you listen to more, because I do have some more stories. I will share some stories of, what we had to do to get there, or, just I'll even share some of the pictures if I have to of, like the ultrasounds. I still am happy to share the story and to share that excitement. So I hope you guys found it a little motivational. Thanks, guys. I will be back very soon, and who knows, maybe Courtney will be on here too. So guys, have a good day, have a good week, have a good weekend. And if you're going through IVF, I hope that baby is happy and healthy. So talk to you guys very soon. Bye.